This is the Roma Vida. Stuff like this turn back around and ain't your vida. Y'all can't fuck with this. Y'all must be sick with Cedar.
Welcome to the Bronx Hip Hop Oral History Project. Today is Thursday, October 31, 2024. I am Pastor Crespo Jr., the research librarian and archivist for the Bronx County Historical Society. Today, I am joined by Tomas Robles, also known as MC TNT, known as the creator of Spanish rap. Welcome, MC TNT.
What's good, family?
Good, great to have you here. You know, we like to start out all of our interviews and oral histories by asking you to talk to me about your family history background. Tell me where your mother and father are from.
Well, my mother, I was born in Puerto Rico. My mother was born in Puerto Rico. My mother's father is Jamaican. And my mother's mother is from Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? So when my mother's dad came from Jamaica to Puerto Rico, he was an architect, so he was building houses. So he was traveling all around the world building houses and making money. So he met my mom's, and that's where she was born at in Puerto Rico. And that's where I was born at, Puerto Rico. Santurce, Puerto Rico.
Great. And your father, where's he from?
My father, he's from Puerto Rico, but he's Spaniard. And his father's black.
Okay.
His father's black from Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
His mom's a Spaniard.
Awesome. And did either of them share memories? Well, you know, you were born in Puerto Rico, so you got your own memories too. You know, but before you were born, did your mother and father both share some memories of Santurce and their lives in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, because my mom's Carmen Andino used to fight for the rights, the human rights in Puerto Rico as young with Aviso Campo. So they used to go and do rallies, and they used to burn schools and stuff like that. My mom went to jail at an early age, Carmen Andino. She used to be with Aviso Campo. She went to federal prison. That's where she met my dad, because she was in prison in the gate in Puerto Rico in federal prison, and my dad was playing dice in front of the jail. So my mother would talk to him from the fence. You know what I'm saying? Because
right.
At the time, they blew up all the colleges, so the Latinos and the blacks go to college. And that's how people got to go to college, because people had to sacrifice their lives for people to be able to go to college right now. You know?
Yes. All right. Did do you know when your parents both came to New York City, the year, and did they tell you what the reasons for coming?
Yeah, my mother came in the 60s, and my mother came before us to get an apartment and stuff. And after that, then she went to Puerto Rico to Las Monjas, a place called Las Monjas in Puerto Rico, where my grandmother lived at. And we were staying with our grandmother while my mother looked for an apartment in New York. That was my mother came in the late 60s, but then she came back in like 73. She came back in 1973, and she brought us with her.
Got it. Awesome. And when she came to New York, where did you guys settle first?
We settled on Elton Avenue, where Alexander's is at, the old Alexander's.
All right.
You know, 3rd Ave, 149, but it was at 15. It was like 157, 158 in Elton Avenue.
Got it.
In the Bronx.
So what year were you born, and how old were you when you came? What, 73?
Yeah, I came in 73. My mother came before us, but I came in 73. 1973.
You were about 6 years old when you got here?
About 6 years old.
Awesome.
I knew a little bit of English, but I knew mostly Spanish. I didn't know a lot of English, but I understood English.
Right. And talk to me about, you know, your experiences in Puerto Rico. What were your memories? I know you were only 6, but do you have any memories of Puerto Rico?
In Puerto Rico, as a little kid, my father used to be friends with Hector Lavoe, so he used to go to all the creas and stuff. When they used to play in Puerto Rico, they play outside with the congas and everything. And Hector used to let me play with the clave. He's the guy who taught me how to do the clave. The So as a kid, my family's always into music. My cousins were singers, you know, but they was religious. You know what I mean? They was from the religion Mita. So we wasn't able to, you know, my father used to do it behind his back. He used to be playing drums and all that behind his family's back, because they was religious. They don't like none of that, like music or radio, or they always said that was for the devil. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So, all right. So, talk to me about you're in the Bronx. You're a young kid. What were your memories of like dinner at home? What were your favorite meals?
We had rice. My mother know how to cook. My mother was black and Puerto Rican, so she know how to cook all the soul food and she know how to cook all the Spanish food because she was born in Puerto Rico. So she know that. She know how to make recadito and all that. You know what I'm saying? All the natural, and she knew how to do the soul food, mac and cheese. So we got the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. 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 So, growing up at now you're in the Bronx, right? Growing up at home, do you remember family gatherings and events? What were they like for you?
Well, we used to go from Elton. We used to go to Forest Project because my uncle Indio used to live with his wife in Forest Projects. So we always was in Forest.
Right.
Even when we lived in Elton, and then my mother, we lived there for like 6, 7 months, and then my mother moved to Prospect, 163rd, near Forest, because we was always in Forest in my uncle's house, my uncle Indio.
Got it. And that's you were saying 163rd, but in between Prospect and Union Avenue.
Correct.
Got it. Not far. You're not far. A couple of blocks from Johnson's Barbecue on 163rd, a little further west.
Yeah, that's the same. That's the same. That's the same block.
That's the same block.
That's the same block. I live a little up, like closer to Prospect, and Johnson is closer to Union, and I think that's Trinity right there, that corner.
Okay.
In between that little corner, because we used to go there. Whoever know about Johnson, they used to sell the chicken sandwiches for $2.50 at the time. Big ass chicken sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you from Forest, you know about Johnson's chicken sandwiches. All the little kids went there to buy them chicken sandwiches for $2.50 back in the days. Now it's more money, but back in the days it was $2.50. You get half a chicken on the bread.
Got it. So you're a young MC TNT. Well, you're not MC TNT right now. You're Tomas Robles.
Right.
Talk to me about your neighborhood on the 163rd. So what was it like? All of that.
My neighborhood, we got congueros playing outside. We got La Jueguera in the corner. You know what I'm saying? On Prospect and 163rd, La Jueguera, where everybody get the maricos and all that. All the ballers go there. We got Johnson in the other corner. We go to Forest Projects. So back in the days when your oldest want to go outside, they make you take your little brother with you. So my sister, everybody knew my sister because she was in all the jams. She know everybody.
What's your sister's name?
Aida Robles. Aida Luz Robles. So she's the one who introduced me to the hip hop game, really, because she was in all the jams. But in order for her to go to the jams was outside in Forest Projects in the blue court. Supreme, Hutch, and Mean Gene. Those were the main guys there. You know what I'm saying? And my sister used to grab us and take us with her, and we used to be right there at the jams because it was outside. We don't need no ID. We don't need nothing. The music is right there. We sit down by the grass on Forest Projects and listen to Supreme and Hutch jam all day. You know what I'm saying?
You remember how old you were? What grade you were in?
I was little. I was probably like 7, like 7.
Got it.
Because I went to those little schools there too.
74, 75?
74, 75. That's when I started getting, because I was going to different places. Like I go to Forest Projects, that's where my uncle lived at. My grandmother lived on Burnside in Tremont. That's university, all that. So I got to go to the other side and see Herkingham in 82 Park and another guy named Kenny Scott. Kenny Scott brought out the Force MCs, later on in life. You know what I'm saying? But he was a rock and roll star at 70, in the school 70.
Wow.
His name was Kenny Scott.
Got it. I'm going to jump back to your childhood in the neighborhood. Could you talk to me about, any neighborhood games, that you played as a kid?
As a kid, we used to play Ring Olivia, all those games outside, because the kids was able to play outside. See, it's different than now. See, when we was little, we could play outside, because the grown-ups made sure that the kids were safe, whether it's the gangs, the bachelors. You know what I'm saying? It was the bachelors. It was the Casanovas.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we play outside, and everybody was safe. And we built houses in the middle of the block, out of doors, because we go to the abandoned buildings to get old doors, and we take a hammer and screws and built our house in the middle of the street. inside you walk through the sidewalk, you see a house there in the middle of the sidewalk. We was building it with the stuff that we found in the abandoned buildings, and we play there. Like that'll be a playhouse.
Right.
You know, on Prospect, you know what I'm saying? Between Prospect and Union, right on my block, we'll build houses there. Me and some kid named Georgie and Gano, the people that was from there, you know, little kids. And at the time, I started gravitating more to the music because I was already into music from Hector showing me how to do the clave.
Right,
so
right.
I was already into the music. So I started going more into the hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's when the birth of hip hop, even though they started in earlier in that 73, but it started getting real hot, like in the late 70s is when it started getting crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. So late 70s. Walk me through the elementary school that you attended.
I went to the school by Trinity Ave by Forest. I don't remember exactly the number of the school because I was little, but I went to that school and my sister went to the school across from that school. It was on somewhere on 163rd, 4th, 5, and 168 in Trinity. There's two schools there. Right. By Forest, there's two schools there. And I went to one school and my sister was older than me, so they went to the school across the street.
Got it. And how about your middle school? You remember what middle school you went to?
Yeah, PS 60. That was on Intervale.
Got it. Awesome. What did you take any classes that influenced your music career? You were already influenced at home big time. You know?
Well, I always took music in school.
Got it.
I always took music. That's what interests me the most.
All right. And high school, where'd you go to?
I went to, because we was moving around a lot.
Okay.
Because they was burning the building. So if you lived in your house for like a year and a half, 2 years, that was tops, because the building gets burned and you move to another building. That's how the 70s was. Wow. So I got to live almost everywhere in the Bronx. Almost.
Right. Can you talk to me about your experiences in those buildings? What were they like? You know,
a lot of drugs, people using drugs inside the buildings. You know, a lot of murders. You know, but in the buildings. You know what I'm saying? Like they was finding people dead in the buildings because they was using drugs. You didn't see drugs more like now, like outside. People was indoors with it. Like you a little kid, you playing in the abandoned building, you could see somebody shooting up or somebody using drugs or somebody dead. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, but it was fun for us because it was normal. It was a normal thing.
Yeah. Now, you came from Puerto Rico at 6 years old. You know, did you know any English in Puerto Rico before you got here?
A little bit. Like I understood English because in Puerto Rico they teach you English.
Got it.
But when we came here, we learned the broken English. You know, like the bad words. You know.
Right. So talk to me about your experiences growing up, kind of not really speaking English. How did that go for you? What were your challenges?
It was real challenging because back in those days there was no bilingual classes in school.
Right.
So you have to, if you have to, and what I like about Puerto Rico that we was advanced in school wise. So when I came here, they skipped me 3 grades, but I didn't know no English. So I was like, I didn't even know what they was talking about, and I was passing. You know what I'm saying? Because before they pass you by your age.
Right.
It wasn't your grade, it was your age. They'd be like, oh, you this age, you belong over there in that class.
Yeah. You know, and I noticed a lot in your raps, you know, you use a lot of Spanglish. I mean, it's just coming out. Now, talk to me about Spanglish and how that impacts and inspires your music and your raps.
Well, when I started with all Spanish raps because I was trying to impress the rapper Melle Mel. That was in 1976. I was about 9 years old. Melle Mel knocks on my door looking for my sister Anna because she was the one that was in all the jams and all that. She knew everybody. All right. So Mel knocks on my door, and I knew who Mel was because he was the man on my block. There was the B-boys, you know, with the dress up. He had the hair. He had a little piece of hair right here.
This was back when Melle Mel was a dancer.
Yeah. So he's running around. Everybody knew Mel. Like everybody. If you was from the Bronx on 163rd, you knew Melle Mel and them. You knew Melle Mel, you knew Cowboy, you knew all of them. So Melle Mel used to always be on the block. He used to run around those blocks right there. You know what I'm saying? With all his friends and all that. And we was the younger kids, so we used to always watch Mel. You know what I'm saying? Right. So by Mel knocking on my door, he opened the door. I tried to impress Melle Mel, so I started rhyming to him in Spanish. And Melle Mel heard me and was like, yo, that's crazy. What the hell you doing? I said, I'm rapping to you in Spanish. He was like, yo, I never heard that before. That's going to be big one day. Right. This is 6 years before he signed to Sylvia Robinson. 6 years before that. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't even signed yet. You know what I'm saying? When I met Mel, you know what I'm saying? And Mel was the one who influenced me to rhyme in Spanish.
Wow, man. So I mean, now you're growing up. You know, just to move on, you attended Bronx Community College.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
Well, I was in we went to intermediate school 147.
Got it.
That was by Webster. So I got to be in the jams in Webster. I was in all the jams too. You know, once I got old enough that I was running around myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was in all the jams. I was in the Webster jams, in the jams in Webster. Shot Rock used to live in Webb over there.
Right.
And they had jams right in front. My man Derek, the Amazing Three, my partner Scooter and Corey. They used to be boogie boys. Scooter and Corey.
All right.
They used to be b-boys. So, and one of them used to rhyme. My partner Scooter used to rhyme. So he was like, yo, TNT, man, we going to all the jams. So we did the 147 festival live, me and him. I still remember the rhyme. He said, yo, we keeping it hot like a volcano. I'm a Puerto Rican. I'm a Moreno. That was crazy. If you ask him to this day, he got a company called Bifocals. Scooter. He was a legend in the b-boys. They never mentioned him, but he's a legend in b-boys too. In b-boy, he was one of the nastiest boogie boys out here.
All right. Did before we get into your rap and you know, did you write growing up? Graph?
I never. What you mean write? Like
Tag?
Nah. I never was. My brother Gil was into that. He's like my brother. I always say he's my brother, but he you know, I don't have no brothers, but that's my brother because me and him always hung together.
Right. What did you write?
What he write? Gilly Gil.
All right. Now, there were b-boys around you. You're being influenced. I mean, 1976. You meet.
I mean, I'm going to 183rd, messing with Batch and them. You know what I'm saying? Spav.
Talk to me about the first time you met Batch. You know, when was that? And
that was like 76. I was little. I was going to the jams in Mapes. They had jams in Mapes. You know, in that little area right there. And my cousins used to be by the Chingalings, because the Chingalings, my uncle used to own a shop right by the Chingalings. They used to sell refrigerators and stuff.
Who were the Chingalings? For everybody?
The Chingaling was a gang back in the days, the Outlaws. You know what I'm saying? It was dumb. There was a lot of gangs out here with the Chingalings, the Savage Nomads, a lot, Casanovas. There was a lot.
Right.
That's who used to protect the people in the street. You know what I'm saying? The gangs. If you didn't know the gangs, and you walk around one neighborhood with a different color, you was gonna, you know, some bad was gonna happen. They was gonna take your shirt. When you walking through somebody's neighborhood, you gotta take your shirt off to respect that gang. You gotta take your colors off. If not, they're gonna take them off.
Got it. Did you ever have any run-ins with gangs? Any experiences, you know, that you remember that stick with you?
Yeah. Well, the gangs really, they used to protect the kids, so I was safe.
Got it.
The Black Spades, the Casanovas, with Chubby and them, Skip, Big Skip, he still mentions me every morning. He lives over here somewhere, right? He lives on right here by Mashula.
Right.
And he comes every morning and calls me and we walk and he talks to me, OT, you know, stay away from the trouble and all that. To this day, he still do that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Black Spades, you know what I mean? Because they did a lot for me too. You know, Black Spades was the one who went to Zulu and got me my first Zulu chapter 2, Division 1.
All right. Talk to me about that. How did that come about? You know, how'd you meet the Black Spades?
Well, when I used to live on Willis 138, 1977, I lived on Willis. Remember, I moved around a lot. Right? So in 1977, I moved to Willis. From Prospect, I moved to Willis, 138, between Willis and Brook. And that was the Bachelors. That was the gang, the Bachelors there. So the Black Spades used to run that whole little area over there. And they the ones that used to do the jams. They're the ones, you know, they was one of the toughest crews out here, the toughest gangs out here, one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They had a lot of members, and they make sure that they protect the children. So every time there was a jam, they'd be like, there was going to be a shootout or something. They'd be like, yo, TNT, you got to get out of here, man. It's not going to be good for you, man. You got to go. Right. And that's how, you know, they saved me from a lot of stuff, you know.
Did you break yourself? Did you boogie?
Yeah, I used to boogie, but I was mostly into rap. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing. Because once Mel put the battery on my back in 76, I never stopped rhyming. I've been rhyming ever since.
Right. So now you did this rhyme in '76 for Melle Mel, but when was the first time you heard a rap on the streets?
Well, like that was around.
You're about 9, 10 in '76.
Yeah. 76. I was 9.
Okay.
I was probably about 8 when I heard somebody spitting that raw Coke La Rock. I heard Coke La Rock.
Nice.
I heard who else? King Mario. Because they was from that little area over there, like
Disco King Mario.
Disco King Mario. I heard Mario rocking. Because we used to walk to the jams. As kids, we used to walk across. We walked far. We walked all the way to the jams on Soundview,
Right.
with King Mario and them, or he was in Bronx River. You know what I'm saying? He used to bring equipment to Bronx River too, Mario.
Got it. You know, go ahead and talk to me about your early mentors in hip hop, but about your physical interactions with them.
My physical interaction was, you know, I wanted to be an MC so bad that whoever would have turntables, that's where I was at. You know what I'm saying? So we had Flash on the other side.
Got it.
We had DJ Smokey, which a lot of people don't mention, but DJ Smokey and the Smokertrons was out here.
Right.
You know, and MC Happy back in the days too. MC Happy.
Who was the first DJ that you rapped with?
Well, Supreme and them. Supreme and Hutch.
Got it. What year was that?
That was in the 70s, like 70, 77.
All right.
You know where I got, because we was doing pause tapes. You know, like if we didn't have a DJ, we'll take the radio and we'll take the record and we make it go back and forth like somebody's cutting. So
Right.
pause tapes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you know that's how they started skipping the needles on records. Because you play record and you let the beat play and then you bring it back and it sounds like you're doing this.
All right.
And you didn't have turntables, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, all right, talk to me about now you're rapping. You know, talk to me about neighborhood, jams that you went to.
Oh man,
if you remember when.
we going back to the. If you go back to the 70s, we went to Mario jams. We went to Bombada jams in Bronx River. We went to Tremont to 82, the jams on University 176, the Schoolyard 82 with Kenny Scott. You know what I'm saying? Kenny Scott used to put another person who used to put little kids on. He was the teacher at 70, the school 70. He's the one who used to put little kids on to rap. Like, yo, you want to rap? Yo, come on. We got the turntables. Get on. And then he showed me how to do engineering. Kenny Scott showed me how to do engineering. And then he had me going to the jams with him, rocking. It wasn't only me. It was like 1,000 kids. Me, the 240 crew from 176 and Weeks Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Monroe, the jams on Echo Park, the jams with Charlie Prince. Charlie Prince, the guy who did the record. The roof is on fire and Request Line. They used to jam in 2000 in Tremont and Webster, right in the corner. There's a building called 2000. He used to jam right in the side of his building, and he used to let us rock. So we walk down there, and he'll be like, yo, you can get on, man. Come on, because some people didn't want you to get on.
When was that?
That was like 78.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's when 78, that's when it's starting. But we going to, we little kids running to the jams. Because we couldn't go to the physical places, like inside the places.
Right.
But then they started making us fake IDs. So a lot of people started having fake IDs. Like another guy that they never mentioned too, another guy named Smitty Rock. He was the first DJ at the T Connection. As a kid, he used to take me to the T Connection and say, T, you got to get a fake ID or something, bro. Because, wherever they serve liquor, y'all can't go there. You know what I'm saying? So we had to fake IDs, and we going with Smitty. Smitty was the man in that time with the T Connection. He opened up the T Connection for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because he stood outside until they gave him that, so they let him get the T Connection so he could jam inside there. DJ Smitty Rock.
Got it. And do you remember when you recorded your first rap? And where was it?
Yeah, 78, because what happened was that Zulu Nation, when I got with Zulu Nation, Black Space went to Zulu Nation and got me to Chapter 2, Division 1. They broke up Chapter 2 and make a division out of it. They never did that before. So they made Chapter 2, Division 1 with Trouble, Sundance, Power, all of them. So that's where I started doing my tapes, because I started getting to know how the equipment. They started showing us about how to DJ. They showed us, we was right there with them. You know what I'm saying? Like They bring out the equipment at Echo Park, and we was right there, and people from all over come and rap. Like we had Charlie Prince come up the hill and rap, or we go down the hill and rap. And I'm in some of them tapes. I haven't. Somebody said they got some of my tapes around, and I've been trying to locate the tapes, like DJ Sasquatch that be with Tony Tone from the Cold Crush. He was like, yo, T, I got one of your tapes, man, 83, 84, in a battle. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of battles too. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. And don't mean to put you on the spot, but anytime you want to drop a couple of verses throughout, feel free when you feel it.
Okay, listen, man. En el vecindario, I gotta watch my back diario. For Luis Enriquez, they love to sing like canarios, but the streets hablan los movimientos del barrio. And these dudes, they point fingers at back. The cops got us. For these dudes, they got a rock tied to a soul. Got a non-named Tito that elite your face roja. I gotta pray for my team, que no lo coja. My team, a bunch of cubanos, a bunch of hispanos, come to my house in the morning with gloves a la mano, dark shades in a hat like Joe Feliciano.
Sweet.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Nice, man. Can you talk to me about who are the oldest rappers going back that you collaborated with?
I collaborated with the oldest rapper. Wow. Because I was always a solo MC. And Latinos wasn't really getting the love.
Or share the stage, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jam,
Let's go all the way back. I took
tours.
1981, I was invited to a Chévere in the Bronx, a club at 167 by Jerome called a Chévere. And when I got there, I had a battle Tila Rock, and I took that title in 1981.
All right, who's Tila Rock?
Tila Rock is the person who started Def Jams, the first artist on Def Jam Records. They made It's Yours, and they made I forgot the name of his other song. You wanted to come get it. So I was invited to a jam. When I got there, they was like, yo, there's a battle. I said, battle who? Who's battling? You. I was like, me? I'm battling? It was like, yeah, I was young at the time. 1981, I forgot how old I was, man. I was little too.
14?
Yeah, something like that. So I'm on stage, you know what I'm saying? And they put me on the spot, and I took that title. If he probably thought he was going to win the battle, but he lost the title. And then to this day, he still got amnesia to talk about, I don't know what TNT is talking about. And soon we're going live with the polygraph people.
Got it.
And the DJ Louie Lou, shout out to DJ Louie Lou, man, another pioneer they don't give credit to. DJ Louie Lou, Mantronics. He produced a lot of stuff for people. He produced Main One. He produced me. I got a song with him called Cógelo Compi.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? I got a song that I did with him that I collab with, DJ Louie Lou. I got a few songs I did with him. And DJ Louie Lou, after the battle, he was like, yo, T, man, come on, man, let me do a record with you, man. And we went to the house and recorded something called Cógelo Compi. It's a song that I got for Cógelo Compi that he produced the track. You know what I'm saying? But after that day, you know, everybody was still cool, but I never really got my credit for that battle.
Okay.
And then in 1983, I had a battle in Taft High School with an MC called Dynamite T. Dynamite T used to be KG's partner from the Cold Crush. That was his partner before he became the Cold Crush. You know what I'm saying? So we go to the jam, and they was like, yo, TNT, I want you to tell the people that I write your rhymes. I said, how the hell am I gonna tell people that you write my rhymes, nigga? That's not an MC. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was like, yo, if you don't tell them that, we got to battle. So I said, yeah, let's battle. So we battled. I took that title too, 1983, Taft High School, in front of the Force MCs, Kenny Scott, the Sasquatch crew, Skip LaRock, you know what I'm saying, and Kenny Scott, and many more, and Gangstar, the rapper Gangstar.
Right. Wow.
Back at Taft High School, that's 83, 1983. They got, and that's the tape they saying that they got. They saying they got that tape, because I was trying to get the Tila Rock tape. Nobody got it. They're like, nah, we don't. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, because Latinos, and this is what I'm saying about Latinos, they never want to give us our props.
Who?
The music industry? The music industry. Like, they never want to give us our props. Pumpers ain't the hottest person. He was the hot at that era, but there was other people that was dope. Like, they never want to give us.
Talk to me. You spoke of a few, you know.
You know, like, they never wanted to give people like MC TNT, you know, his credit for what I produced, for what I did in hip-hop. They always skipping over me. Like, they always go all the way up to 81, Mean Machine. I'm like, yo, when Mean Machine was carrying records in 183rd, the same people that he was hanging with, I know them. Those are the people I used to be around with. You know what I'm saying? But I was still rhyming in Spanish. That's what these people don't understand. Like, y'all going up from the records. No, let's go all the way back to 76 when people was in the jams. I was in all the jams, 116, 115, 118, Mapes Pool with Rocksteady. I see Rocksteady when they first bought their little bikes.
Right.
They got a little check. They bought little scooters. They bought scooters and came. That's how they used to come into the park with scooters on scooters.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Any interactions or any work with Rocksteady that you did?
Nah, not really. I done like I came to the little events or whatever, but I never because Rocksteady, it was more into the dancing, even though they had rappers with their stuff, and I was invited to do some of the stuff, but I never really rocked with them because I always had my own thing going.
Right.
With Zulu, I had the streets. I had people like Louie Lou, people that was showing me love, that was having me going to the jams like Kenny Scott. They used to bring out the Force MCs and me to practice in 70 schoolyard. He used to bring out the equipment so me and them could practice. So I never really needed to be with anybody but these main people that was into the game hard.
God.
Like Flash. Flash bought me my first leather vest. You know what I'm saying? When he used to live on Sheridan, across the street from Taft High School. He used to be jamming out there too. He was another dude that was out there. DJ Smokey was out there too. The Smokatron. People don't talk about them. They talk about Flash. Flash was hot. He did the Furious Five, one of the hottest groups. I got influenced by Mel, so I already know. I was with Cowboy, me and Keith Cowboy. We used to walk around all the way to Soundview. Yeah. From Forest, we used to walk all the way to Soundview to check out King Mario and them at the skating ring over there.
Find me a Smokatron and I'll see what I can do to get them recorded.
I got you. Because they be with Powwow. Shout out to Powwow too.
All right. Now you mentioned a lot about Zulu Nation. It's important. Tell me the impact Zulu Nation had on you as a person, Tomas Robles.
Well, Zulu gave me the opportunity to be to be validated in the jams because Zulu was controlling practically all the jams. The jams in Bronx River, that was Zulu Anniversary. So I got to be with all the pioneers next to each other through Zulu. You know what I mean?
Right.
But Black Spades really was there too, because Bam was Black Spades before he did Zulu.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the Black Spades is always around. They still around. Because I still see them at the matter of fact, me and Coke LaRock just rhymed at the event at the Black Spades anniversary in Katona Park this year.
All right. Coke LaRock. I mean, when did you first meet Coke LaRock?
Coke LaRock, I was seeing Coke, because Coke was before us. Coke is older. Coke is like, I think 70 or close to 70. So Coke LaRock and the Herculoids, I used to always be with King LeBrew, with all the other Herculoids. But Coke was the man. Like, he was the one who used to be doing the fast rhyming. You know what I'm saying? So as a kid, I used to watch Coke, and I got influenced by Coke too, because everybody had their own styles. Mel started developing his own styles. Like at that time, 76, 77, like that's when Mel started really coming out. Like, he started getting nice, just like Cowboy. Cowboy was killing it too.
All right.
MC Keith Cowboy.
All right, Keith Cowboy. And when was the first time you met him? And talk to me about any work you did with him.
I met Keith Cowboy in the 70s, in the late 70s, because he used to go to Forest too, with Mean Gene and Supreme and Hutch. He used to be in that little area where I was from. You know what I'm saying? So he used to go to the jams too. He was another rapper that was sick with it. He used to go to all the jams, walk around, and be like, yo, we over here, we in the jam. Mario's over there DJing. Yo, Bronx River. Like, wherever the jam was at, I don't care if you had to walk for like an hour or two.
Was Keith that Cowboy down for everybody else with a crew? With the
Keith Cowboy was part of Flash crew, but he did his own thing.
Got it.
Like, before he met Flash and him, he was doing his own thing. You know what I'm saying? That was Flash. I think that was Flash's first MC, Keith Cowboy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But before he met Flash, he was the man too. Like, he was out here rocking.
Got it. And I was looking at a book, by Juan Flores, 2000, from bomba to hip hop, and you are referenced all over that book by Juan Flores. Can you talk to me about your experience with that book, and how did he call you, contact you?
Nah, I got in this book through Latin Empire, the group Latin Empire. Latin Empire was a commercial group. I was the streets, there was commercial. They used to see me rhyming in the jams everywhere. I met Crazy Taino first at a jam.
Who's Crazy Taino?
Crazy Taino is an artist with the group Latin Empire. It's Puerto Rock and Crazy Taino, these two rappers. I met a guy named Eric, that he's a boogie boy. Eric went on tour. I don't know if you into the Tickmaster and all of them. Well, Eric used to be a boogie boy, so Crazy Taino used to always roll with him before he was a rapper.
Right.
So they used to see me on stages, and they used to be like, "Yo, TNT, get down with us, man. Come to 183rd." You know what I'm saying? Because I was already rhyming on 115, the jams on 115, the school, by the steps. You know what I'm saying? With Grand Chop T-Rock and one of the Herculoids, Funk Master Wizzy Wiz, which is one of the first hardcore rapper in the history of rap, Funk Master Wiz. They never talk about him either.
Got it.
And the Grand Chop T-Rock, which was a DJ, and King LeBrew from the Herculoids. That's Herc's nephew over there.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? He's related to Herc somehow. His nephew or his cousin or something. I know that he was always with Herc. And we was going to all the jams. We used to go jam hopping in an MC called Lisa Lee. The girl rapper Lisa Lee. We used to go jam hunting. You know what I'm saying? If they was jamming in 22 Park, we go to 22 Park. If they was jamming in 23 Park, we go to 23 Park. You know what I'm saying? I got to rhyme with Pebbly Pool.
Talk to me about that. When you rhyme?
That was like 1980.
Okay.
Pebbly Pool was doing a jam in 22 in the schoolyard, downstairs in the basement at the school in 22. You know what I'm saying? Because they jammed upstairs in the schoolyard and inside in the basement. So she was doing a jam. So I was living on 170 and Walton right there, between Walton and Elliott, those little blocks right there with George Lamont, the singer George Lamont. He's from that area, 170.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we used to practice in Christ the King. They used to let us go to Christ the King and go on the concourse. That's 160, like 169, 168. Okay. On the concourse, the church. They used to let us practice there. You know, hip hop. If you want to do freestyle, George used to dance, practice his dances there. You know, George, Joey Kid, India used to come through sometimes. Right. You know what I'm saying? And they used to let us practice there. So at the time, remember, at the time they was doing that, it was jams everywhere. So we go to 22. We go over there and rock with Pebbly Pool. Right. And Master Dawn in the committee. Then we go up, we get out of there. The next day, we go back in the church with the freestyle. You know what I'm saying? That's the birth of Micmac Records with everybody. George Lamont, Joey Kidd, the Weapon Man. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to the Weapon Man. He was a good friend of mine, man. You know, he brought out me, Mark Anthony, Joey Kidd, India, George Lamont, and I say Mark Anthony? Yeah, Mark Anthony. So this before he made the freestyle song. This before he made Esa Loca, all the other songs. Right. This is before he made that. He was to be a DJ. See, people don't even know. DJ, the Weapon Man used to be DJ Holiday. Okay. So he battled a lot of DJs too before he became the Weapon Man. See, people don't even know that. He was a hip hop DJ before he made that. He made those records. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. You know, and you had mentioned in our earlier conversations, you know, going down to jams over at Webster Projects.
Yeah,
you know,
Webster Projects.
And you met, you know, MC Rock. You know, that's an old rapper from back in the day.
Yeah, I met Rock. I met Funky Paul. I know all the family. I know Jazzy Jeff. We used to be on the same block on Jennings and Stebbins, all that over there.
Talk to me about, you know, whenever you met Rock and the experiences you had.
Well, Rock, she was nice on that mic, on the Be Real. How I remember her, she was nice on that Be Real. She was always a good rapper, but she get busy on To Be Real. Right. On the record, To Be Real. So I knew because she was killing the To Be Real one time in Web, and I came through and I was rhyming, and we was getting it in. It wasn't only me and her. It was a lot of acts. It was Scooter. You know what I'm saying? The Amazing Three. The Amazing Three. Their producer produced the Montel Jordan album. Okay. This is how we do. That guy come from Webster too. You know what I'm saying? And my boy Aida, rest in peace. Shout out to Aida. Aida was a legend. He brought out the messages of funk, all the other groups. You feel me?
Got it. And you know, did you ever meet KRS-One? Can you talk to me about the first time you met him?
Yeah, I met KRS-One the time when I was telling you that the Black Spades used to look out for us. The Black Spades had a little clubhouse. It's in between 142, between Willis and that other block in there where the fire station is at. So I used to go, they used to take care of us. So KRS, in Millbrook Projects, KRS came out, it was me and a rapper named Snow. And he was like, yo, TNT, you're gonna get busy. But I'm gonna take you and you're gonna rock. I'm gonna go and then you're gonna go, right? So I'm waiting there because he went. So he's like, yo, TNT, you go now. So a guy comes up to me, he's like, yo, I wanna get on. And I was like, all right, let me get this off and I'm gonna pass you the mic. And that was KRS-One, before he was KRS-One. You know, that's when he first came out. So once I finished, I gave him the mic and he killed it. And after that, he's been killing it since. Shout out to KRS-One. They gave me this little canvas.
Nice. Let's see here. You got that? He gave you that personally?
His management.
Nice.
That's always with him. I forgot his name. He's a pastor too, I think.
Cool.
They do the Temple of Hip Hop.
Right.
But I had spoke to him in 1520. In the building 1520, they did an event. I performed there that day.
Yeah.
KRS performed. I'm in this video too.
Got it.
This is 50 more years of hip hop. I'm there with him with the magazine, holding the magazine of Creative Spanish Rap.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't know. They just going by what other people saying. And they splitting the narrative, like the way it started. No, talk about the whole hip hop story.
Right.
Don't talk about, if you notice, it's the same people in hip hop.
Right.
The same people being quoted. No. So you mean to tell me that 90 million people that's all around worldwide, it was just 5 people? You can't even make a population with 5 people. If you had a girl and a boy, you can't even make a whole population with 5 people unless you're cloning them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool. Have you had any collaborations with KRS-One and Boogie Down since?
Nah. I perform at the same spot that he performed in at 1520 for his video shoot, but I haven't collabed with him. I haven't even spoke to him on it because I've been working on all my stuff. You know what I'm saying?
All right. You did an event at 1520 Sedgwick Avenue?
1527.
When did you do that? And talk to me about it.
I don't remember. There was this year. I don't remember the date, but I have the picture with me and KRS, and he's holding up the magazine, recognized magazine.
All right.
I sent it to you too.
Yeah. You got the recognized magazine with you? You have a couple of
Yeah. There's like 4 of them because I'm in the one that's in the museum in
All right.
with Lucky Bling and Copa Rock. This is a recognized magazine with Big Jeff.
Nice.
The Creative Spanish Rap and Big Jeff.
Let me go ahead and bring that just up a little close here. Cool. And that's 2024 issue.
Hit the back too.
There you go.
We got the front and the back.
What piece are you in front of, if you recall?
This piece is in Boone Avenue.
All right.
In the Bronx, in Boone Avenue, in the right there by Bronx River, across that little bridge.
Right.
There's a lot of pieces there. And we picked this special piece right here. They got it in it's me and Big Jeff. We by the building in the Bronx right here. We're in the roof of the building by 371. It's 371 was where you used to jam at, me and Greg Nice.
Got it.
From Nice and Smooth, the group Nice and Smooth.
I'm getting a little glare from the light, but we're good. Nice. And how'd you end up in Recognized Magazine? How'd they contact you?
Champagne contacted me, her name is Angie B. She was an artist. She launched Fubu. She's a pioneer in hip hop.
Got it.
She's from Jersey, but she lived in Harlem. And she does movies, films, everything. This lady does everything. We call her Big Champagne, the big bottle.
All right. Now you mentioned this artist before, Candela. Talk to me about who Candela is and when did you begin a first collaboration with Candela?
Candela is Mr. Que Bonita Bandera. So every time you hear a parade, you're Que Bonita Bandera, Que Bonita Bandera, Que Que bonita bandera, la bandera puertorriqueña. I met him when he was a little kid. I forgot how old he was. He's younger than me.
What year?
That was like 93, something like that, like 1993. But he was younger than me. So in 93, he used to dance for George Lamont. So like I told you, I used to go to Christ the King. That's where everybody met up at, the West Man, everybody, India. If you was into freestyle or hip hop or anything, because they used to jam in Christ the King. They used to do the freestyle parties in Christ the King.
Right.
So if you was anybody or somebody, you was going there to those jams. If you was a baller, if you was hip hop, if you was freestyle, they used to wear the huevo pants. They used to be up in there. He used to dance for George. And then, but he was from Brook, 142 in Brook, Willis.
Okay.
Remember, like I told you, I used to live on 138. Yeah. That's where, on that side, that's where I met KRS and everybody. And he was young around me. And then he used to be a dancer. Then he started doing his own rap. Because his friend Sonny used to live on 142 in Brook. Okay. At the time. So they did a song together and then a freestyle song. I forgot the name of the song, but that was before Louis Vega signed them to Los Bomberos. He made a song with Louis called Los Bomberos. Algo se está quemando, llámame los bomberos. He made that. So Candela was like, yo, TNT, you the pioneer. You started the Spanish rap thing. I'm going to put you where you need to be at. And from that time on, he took me to the Puerto Rican parade, to all the jams. He took me to every festival he had. I was in there with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And from that day, you know, we started doing collabs. We got a song, Llorará, right now on the Bola album. It's his last album before he died, the Bola album. He even went live to the Puerto Rico, to Fido in Puerto Rico, and was telling them, like, yo, as long as I've been alive, and I've been around for a long time, he's telling them, MC TNT is the creator of Spanish rap. Whoever came after him, whatever, we don't know about that. We know about what he was doing all this time. That's what he does. He controls that narrative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
he went live and told them. But you know, they're always trying to debunk everybody.
Got it.
But before he died, he left that message to them. Fido Capítulo 15, for all of Puerto Rico. He let them know. He said, yo, I got the key to the city. I'm telling you, MC TNT, that's my number one guy. You know, he had me battle too. I battled a lot of people behind Candela. Because he was like, yo, TNT.
Talk to me about one of the battles behind Candela.
We go to this when he first met his baby mama. You know what I'm saying? We go to Connecticut. He had the key to Connecticut too. So we go to Connecticut to the Puerto Rican parade, and he's like, yo, TNT, yo, you crazy? They're like, yo, I want to battle you. They telling him, he's like, yo, I don't battle. I do, you know, dance music. But if you want to battle, you got to battle my number one guy, TNT. So he lines them up. All the dudes in Connecticut, he lines them up. His wife jumped in front of the stage and said, yo, you gonna let him battle all these guys? He's like, yeah, watch. And I start knocking them down one by one, freestyling. Because back in the days, this is why I got so good in freestyling, because back in the days, it wasn't no writing. Back in the days, you got to make it up in your head. Right. You writing in your head. Then it became lyrics. Like in the 80s, that's when it started getting lyrical, you know, with writing. Because before, you got to remember all this. You know, you could be in a battle and you got to talk about the guy right there. What you going to do? You didn't write. You got to make it up right now. You got to talk about the shirt, you know what I mean? The snapping. You got to do that right there. So I'm taking these dudes out. His wife was like, yo, you ain't shit, Candela. You know, not the curse, but he was like, yo, you ain't shit, Candela. You out here letting TNT take all the heat, nigga. Yo, you ain't no good. So me and his wife was like, yo, come on, I'm going to take you to dinner. We going out. Let's get out of here. Another time, I was in Connecticut with the group Latin Empire, and I did my song. This is why I stopped doing political. I talk about the streets, but I also have political songs. I just stopped because one time I was in the Puerto Rican parade in Connecticut. I forgot what year was that, 90-something, 96. And I did my song Policía about police brutality. Policía, you're beating brothers up todos los días, Policía. Right. You're beating brothers up todos los días. So I said, me levanto y canto mi plana, me baño, me visto ring, llamo a mi pana o a mi hermana Ana, que no se ha visto la cara, hago una llamada, ahora no le falta nada, arranco engancho, sí, ya me voy, porque estamos en el verano y hay mucha calor, mi tenis lila, el color brillan por la avenida, na feel smooth, suave como mantequilla, y que me para mí, un policía. Me dice, muchachito, te ves bien loquito. Me dio con el palo en el coquito. Pim, pim, la sangre de mi pelo, sangre como hielo. Corriendo, patita para que te quiera. Ahora voy para las millas, corriendo para mi vida, como si fuera la vida, como si fuera la migra. Por eso digo así, papi, todos los días, F police, in other words, F for policía. You're beating brothers up todos los días. What happened? The policías came. Yo, they surrounded me at the concert. And was like, the people was like, I didn't even know that before I did the rhyme, the police did brutality on somebody. With my luck, right, the police did brutality on somebody. So when I did that, the people was like, yeah, you know, like, yeah, they be killing, they be beating on us. And I was like, oh, sweat. So the police surrounded me. They had to get us out of there. The pastor was like, yo, I got a back door for you. You got to come to the back door. Go fast. Que esta policía te quieren matar. And they was all lined up like, yeah, we're going to get you. And the people came out and was like, no, you're not going to get nobody. They leaving with us. And I was able to escape. We escaped the parade because they was going to get us, the police, because the rhyme that I said. You know, and that's what I knew that, you know, you got to watch what you're saying around these people because you could really get killed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of sounds like NWA with F the police.
Yeah. Because that's what was going on at the time. Like that's what we was feeling at the time. They used to do bad stuff to us. Like they used to, when I used to go to junior high school, they used to put guns on our heads. Yo, don't fucking run, don't go nowhere. Putting guns in our heads, cocking it back. Like they used to do fucked up shit. Put drugs on people.
Cocking it back. It's back in the 38 special days.
Yeah, back in the 38. Cocking back on your head. Like so you can hit. You know what I mean? So you can, and you a kid, you like, you know, that traumatized you. They did a lot of stuff to a lot of people. They don't shot people. You know, and that was even worse. You know, and that was before when we was complaining. That was even worse. Now they shoot you and that's it. You get you know, they give your mother a couple of dollars and they bury you and you good. The next one.
Yeah, you know, you had mentioned a few breakers. You know, tell me about the first time you met Spy.
I met Spy in 70, like 78, 77.
Okay.
One of them 2 years. You know what I'm saying? His family are close. I'm close with his family. With Marisa, his sister Marisa, her husband Lou, Papucho, his real, you know, we call him Born in the Streets. God, they used to be in the jams, all of them. Like every jam you go, a lot of people do the jam hopping. Right. Like they go to all the jams. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I still keep connections with the people that used to be in the jams. Like Spy. Spy used to be in the jams.
Right. Tell me about the first time you saw Spy breaking and
I saw Spy breaking in 183rd in one of the jams on 115 back in the day, 70 something, like 78, 77.
You remember who he was with at that time?
Nah, because there was other B-boys there. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like Mr. Wave. Like not Mr. Wave, Mr. Microwave, that's his name. Mr. Microwave. That's another B-boy, Microwave, which they never talk about, just like they never talk about another B-boy called E.T.
Tell me about
it. E.T. he used to do a lot of glides, and Scooter was another dude that was nasty. Scooter actually gave Mr. Wave, when he went to see the president, Scooter got hit by a gun in his mouth, and that's why he wasn't able to go to the president. He let Wave go. He told Wave to go, Mr. Wave, and that's how Mr. Wave danced for the president. But he never mentioned Scooter.
Which president was this?
What year? I don't remember the year, but I know the time. Yeah, it's in the
Reagan.
80s. It's Reagan or one of them, because they danced for the president. But my friend's supposed to have go to do Scooter. He was nice. Everybody knows Scooter. Webster Projects. He was like the man in Webster, Washington. You know what I'm saying? Like,
was he down with a crew?
It was him and Corey. There was a duo, him and Corey. They was from Webster Projects. But he lived there, you know, he got a lot of family. Scooter got a lot of family. A lot, all over the Bronx. Like, he got about 18 brothers or something.
All right. Got it. Do you have a rap out now? Which is your latest rap that people can find on YouTube?
Yeah. I have Mi Vecindario, which is the video that I made with Shot Rock.
All right.
You know, not with Shot Rock, but at Shot Rock Festival this year. You know what I'm saying? She had a festival on Gun Hill.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? And I filmed my video there. because I got to catch everybody was there. You know what I'm saying? Another jam. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
She did a jam, so I went to the jam that did my video there.
MC TNT. Mean Gene. Who is he? When was the first time you met him?
Mean Gene, I met him back in the days when he used to do the street jams in Forest Projects with Supreme and Hutch. He used to be out there. He's one of the pioneers. That's Theodore's brother. He used to be one of the pioneers in hip hop, man. He used to come around and do jams outside. And as a kid, I used to go over there. That was my neighborhood. So I used to go to Forest Projects and other little schools around there that they used to do jams at. And I used to go to their jams and listen to them rock and all that. We used to be scared of Mean Gene. He was built. You know what I'm saying? They used to call him Mean Gene, so we thought he was mean, but he's actually a good person. He's actually a sweetheart. You know?
For sure. And 1984, DJ Hess. Does that ring any bells?
Yeah, DJ Hess. Me and DJ Hess. DJ Hess was doing a jam with the Disco Twins, because they had the Disco Twins, Spanish guys. Those were his MCs, the Disco Twins, and they always wanted me to join. He used to be like, yo, TNT, you gotta join our crew, bro. You hot, man. You killing them out here. So I was like, yo, I'll go to your jam. So I get to one of the jams and kick a pre-MC. I forgot his MC name. He was like, yo, I want to battle him, man. I want to battle him. And we was Walton High School schoolyard, and he was like, yo, we're gonna battle you, TNT. We want to battle. So he came with about 100 dudes, you know what I'm saying? So it's me and Hess and the Disco Twins, and I get on the mic, and me and the dudes going head to head battling, and his MCs, every time he say something, they cheering for him, yeah, trying to make it seem like it's louder so he could win the battle. And the guy was an honest dude, you know, want to kick a pre-MCs. He was like, yo, TNT, man, you got this, man. You got that, man. I'm going to give you got it, man. Shout out to DJ Hess, too. He from this neighborhood, too, DJ Hess.
All right here in the Norwood section?
Yeah, he live over there somewhere, in one of those buildings right there.
Got it. All right. Now, 1992, you will recognize there was an article in Newsday magazine. Can you tell me about what that was about and where was it at?
New York Newsday. That was a show that I had with Latin Empire at the City College. We was front page, New York Newsday, and we was doing Black History Month.
What year was that?
92, 92, 93. One of them years, you know. But I know that it was a big event. Yeah, that was 92. That was 92, February of 92. So it was in Black History Month in 92.
What was the article about? What were they recognizing?
The article was about me and the group Latin Empire that we was going to perform. There was advertising how safe it was going to be to rock in City College, you know, to make a party in City College that was safe for the environment, for people to come in and enjoy themselves, and it was going to be a safe environment for them.
Got it. Was there any reason, without getting too much into details, was there a reason for that?
Yeah, because prior year, 91 December, there was a party in City College with these artists, and a lot of people got trampled and died in that incident.
Got it. And they just they wanted to reassure the public that their venue was safe.
Right.
Got it. All right. Now, moving on, you know, in the years, there's this one rap that you have, you know, and it's circulating on YouTube. Can't F with this. Talk to me about the first time you thought about the lyrics for that rap, when it came about, and what inspired you to write Can't F with this.
Yeah, well, I used to battle a lot because a lot of people wanted to go against the head of the captain of the table, you know, and I control the hip-hop narrative. A lot of people don't know MC TNT control the hip-hop narrative. I've been here all this time. I never went to jail. I never did none of that. I was out here all this time with the jams, from the jams to the tapes to the CDs to the records. You know what I'm saying? And people always say, yo, they can't F with you, man. They can't F with you, TNT. Yo, I don't know why they keep trying, man. They can't F with you. So I made the song, They Can't F with This.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got a couple of verses you want to demonstrate?
Yeah, I said, they can't F with this. You must be sick with Sida. That's like jumping off a plane in Spain in the rain. Sin paracaídas. You screwed up. This the wrong movida. Stuff like this turn back around and end your vida. They might find you in a place sin ninguna salida. My lyrics smash up the place como un carro cuando se trilla. Or like two horses que se desvían de la carrilla. Brothers, die where I'm from. It's no fantasía. Tell your man to scream butter cause he's mantequilla. TNT pack them things like panchoilla. By the time you do stop with the fronteria. For my dogs who put you cats in la friseria. Can't mess with this.
Nice, nice, man. I appreciate that. Now, you've been around the game a long time, and you've obviously been recognized. You want to go through some of the awards that you've received over time?
This is last year's issue, December. Recognized magazine.
Nice.
Front and back, the creator of Spanish rap. The creator of Spanish rap. And the person who do this magazine is a pioneer also in rap.
Okay.
Angie B. Her real name is Champagne. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. And that's December of 2023?
Exactly.
Nice.
Front and back, recognized magazine.
Great. What other awards you got?
This is the award, elementary school, working with children.
Got it. It's an appreciation award. Thank you and the Peacemakers for the generous donation to the Grand Avenue Elementary School, August 2023. So talk to me a little about, you work at schools?
Yeah.
With you, tell me a little bit about that.
I'm trying to work a nonprofit. It's called TNT for Children, where we show children how to be entrepreneurs through music. The same way Melle Mel inspired me to do music, and I've been doing it ever since, getting money, doing clothing lines, doing different things. I'm trying to show the kids how to be entrepreneurs to music. That way they don't have to be in the street selling drugs. They could be in their house doing T-shirts, DJing, writers,
Got it. And your next award?
Let's go right here.
Nice plaque. Got it. Again, the creator of Spanish rap, a hip-hop pioneer from Grant Avenue Elementary School, 2024. More of your work with children in schools.
You know what I'm saying? Like that right there. I got this year, where I brought DJing to the venue, clowns for the kids, you know what I'm saying? And showed them and, talked a little bit to the kids and showing them how to be entrepreneurs through music.
Great. You have a little trophy?
Yeah, this is Big Man Entertainment. They gave me this award, Big Man Entertainment.
Nice.
Quasi Edge.
When did you receive that?
I received this year, January this year.
Cool. Who's Big Man Entertainment?
Big Man Entertainment is an entertainment company, LLC, which do hip-hop, networks, charity, non-profit. They got a bunch of stuff.
Got it.
And they work with children also and events like this, people that need clothes, food. They work with the Black Spades. They work with the Peacemakers.
Nice. Got it. And what are you holding there in front of you? You have a small Nice. That is sweet.
Certificate of Merit from the Borough President.
All right. Vanessa Gibson, President of the Borough of the Bronx, presents this citation of merit to Tomas MC TNT Robles. Awesome. And that's February 2022. And then you have another one just redone.
Yeah, it's the proclamation.
This is the proclamation. Nice.
Borough President.
Whereas Tomas Robles, also known as MC TNT, has been an influential figure in this movement, using his voice and talent to uplift, educate, and entertain through the power of music. And whereas MC TNT has dedicated his career to not only the advancing the art of hip-hop, but also to mentoring young artists, preserving the culture's roots, and promoting a positive message within the community. And whereas through his lyrics, performances, and community involvement, MC TNT has become a respected leader and role model, embodying the spirit and resilience of the Bronx. And whereas the contributions of Tomas Robles, a.k.a. MC TNT, have had a lasting impact on the cultural landscape of our borough and beyond, enriching the lives of many and strengthening the bonds of our community. And now, therefore, I, Vanessa L. Gibson, President of the Borough of the Bronx, on behalf of more than 1.4 million residents who call this borough home, do hereby proclaim Friday, August 30th as Tomas Robles MC TNT Day. You have a day in your honor. My man.
That's crazy, right?
It is. And I hope the viewers don't mind me reading that, but I needed to make sure that the proclamation was read. Talk to me a little about that. What led up to you being recognized by the borough president in both the certificate of merit and the proclamation?
The fact that everywhere the borough president goes to, she goes to all the events, she see me there rocking. So the people was telling her, this guy right here, he's a pioneer in hip hop. He got to get a proclamation. He's been doing this for so long, since he was a kid, around all of us, around me and Gene, around Theodore, the sports club. You know what I'm saying? Pun, Forest Projects, Cowboy, Cool Herkingham, King LeBrew, Dynamite T, Funk Master Wizzy Wiz from the Undefeated 3, the Jams in 115, and they're like, this is a lot.
Got it. You have one more certificate over there that I see. That did we do that one already?
Now we didn't do this.
All right.
Blaze the mic.
Got it. Who's Blaze the mic? And talk to me about what's behind your musical accomplishments with that recognition.
Blaze the mic is Colors. Colors is like an African queen from Africa, the queen from Africa or something. She does all the African studies and all that.
Okay.
And she has a company that she works with the homeless. So Blaze the Mic, she has events where people perform, and she was like, TNT, we're gonna recognize you for Blaze the Mic as MC TNT, and we want you to come perform, and we're gonna give you a plaque and recognize you, you know what I mean? Just to show our appreciation of you being a stand-up person, you know what I mean? So they gave me this other plaque.
Nice. Cool. Was there anything you want to talk about that I didn't ask or we didn't cover earlier about, your beginnings in rap, Spanish rap, Spanglish?
In my beginning, Spanish rap didn't exist in the beginning. In '76, they wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop really landed on me because Melle Mel knocked on my door, and that's how hip hop landed on me, because we looked up to Mel. So just by him inspiring us, to telling us, he used to talk to the kids, he told me, TNT, that Spanish stuff you're doing, that's gonna be big one day. And it became big. This is before it was put on records. It became big, and then nobody wanna give props like to Herc and them. If Herculoids didn't have those flyers, they would have never mentioned Herc, in the history of rap. And this is something we gotta stop doing with people. That's why I help young children how to become entrepreneurs through music, because the way they inspired me, I didn't have to go to jail. I was so busy doing beats that when people were snatching chains, I was home doing beats. I didn't have no time. So if I could do that for 5 kids, 6 kids, and influence them into not only staying off the streets, but earning money, but that way they don't gotta sell drugs, or they don't gotta steal, or they don't gotta do different things. If I could give them a different outlook, I could change somebody's life.
What are your thoughts about hip-hop culture today? Any
hip-hop culture today?
thoughts?
There's a lot of racism in hip-hop right now, especially with the Latinos. You know what I'm saying? Like, they trying to X us out, even though we put so much work in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was carrying records. I can name people like DJ Louie Lou that don't get his props. I can name the Chico brothers. Rappers that was here, they used to bring out the equipment. They had equipment like everybody else, and maybe bigger than everybody else. They had speakers all the way to the ceiling, the Chico brothers, 167 and Gerard. You had MC Louie Lou, and you had DJ Louie Lou. You had the TRE, the Rican Encounters. They had their own MCs. They had people that had rappers and all that they never mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Because they wanted just to X us out of the hip-hop thing. And what I'm saying is this. We all one. We all humans. We all living. If you was oppressed when you was slaves, and because everybody was a slave, we still slaves. we still got to work and pay somebody else for our jobs. You know what I'm saying? So we still slaves. But don't oppress anybody else because you was oppressed. Now you becoming the oppressor. You know, my thing to people is don't, like when I look, I'm black and Puerto Rican. So when I look at somebody, you could be black, you could be Spanish. I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate. I think everybody's human, everybody's equal. You know what I'm saying? You could say, oh, in 18 something, James Brown did this. And I could tell you in 18 something, we had people like Hector Lavoe, we had people that Chivirito, we had Pachito, we had people that was old that was doing it too. Mm-hmm. Rap was international. And even though when I say hip hop, I mean 2 turntables and a mic and b-boys around and the styles, and because rap always existed, but it just existed in different forms.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the beats and the rhymes that created hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So if you go back to like I always tell people, go all the way back to the Egyptians. They was rapping. You go all the way back before that, the Sumerians. You know what I'm saying? The Sumerian tablets. They was rapping. They had nursery rhymes. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
A lot of people don't know where all these things come from. These things come from our forefathers. And it was all one people, and then it became a lot of people. And now people think they separate because they live in different places. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, we all one. You know what I'm saying? And as far as hip hop, don't stop somebody from getting their dues. Give them their dues. This is why the Bronx didn't make millions of dollars off the rap. You got a handful of people that made the money.
Right.
It was millions of people then. You know, it started with 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it was millions of people. But not everybody got the win. You know why? Because people stopped them from winning.
Got it. How'd you dress back in the day? You know what I'm saying?
We had the Pumas, the Kangos, Latigua shirts, DVDs. You know what I'm saying? The DVDs with the DVD shorts, with the Adidas. You know what I'm saying? We had the Mont necks with the sheepskin. I still got the sheepskin. You feel me? I got my radio sheepskin. I'm gonna bring it to the event too. My box. I got the big box and I got the big box. I got a big box and a medium box.
Right, right. You know, a lot of people credit the stance, you know, to b-boys. You know, the b-boy stance, right? You know, did you have a b-boy stance? You know, how did you experience that at the clubs? You know, was that something you did?
It was dancing. It was we went like the stands is just when you waiting to get on.
Right.
Like, you know, like when you had the Adidas on, you just felt like somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like a superhero. You know what I mean? That's why you see the b-boys. If you look at their characters, like my friend years ago, we used to be in the same block. They killed them back in the days. There's the same guy that got me with KRS-One. His name was MC Snow. He was a b-boy. He was a graffiti writer, and he was a hell of an artist, rap artist. He was dangerous on that mic. His name was MC Snow. He's in the Wild Style book. We used to stand there on Stebbins Avenue in the Bronx, 164, and Stebbins Avenue, and Reverend James Polite. And I live on the 6th floor. Peter Guns lived in front of me. This is when he first came to New York. Peter Guns came from California when he first came to New York. I used to go to their jams, you know. Then he moved to Vice Avenue, and then they was doing jams in the little houses over there. I used to go over there and rhyme with them inside those little houses they got on Vice. Peter Guns, the rapper Peter Guns. And my man Snow used to have the Adidas on, like we used to dress up, and he used to do the abominable snowman on number 2 and the 5. They had a big snowman like this.
Right.
On the 2 and the 5. That was Snow. That was Barnacle. His real name was Barnacle.
Right.
Snow was a hip hop head. He used to be partners with Nicer from TAT. You know what I'm saying? So, and Nicer and them is related to Joey O from the South Soul crew, the crews that I used to be with in the 70s, in their jams, in 28 Schoolyard. You know what I'm saying? Right. There was a crew called Joey O, Mr. T, Joey O, Mr. T, Shorty Rock, another Spanish rapper. After me was Shorty Rock. They think it was the Mean Machine people. No, after me was Shorty Rock. You know what I'm saying? Shorty Rock started rocking Spanish. A las 5:10 en tu casa me encontré. He had his own style. That was Shorty Rock. We used to practice in the same apartment in the dude named Winky's house. But those are all hip hop heads. When you look at the graffiti, you see them with their stands. You see them with the Adidas pointing like this,
Right.
Because they was just waiting to get on. You know, like if you was boogieing and you was dancing, you know what I'm saying? Like you just waiting. They'd be like, "Yo, go," and then you get in. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a stand that people did, waiting for the opportunity to get on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you see the b-boys, if you notice, when you see the animation, you see them like this with the leg out.
That's right. The characters.
You see them with the leg out like this. But in reality, that was standing like that because they was fronting, like they was waiting. You know, they was showing their whole style. So when you take a picture, you see the whole style. You know?
Nice. You know, how has rap and hip hop changed your life?
Kept me out of jail, gave me an opportunity to make money through music, whether it's through a clothing line, through shows, through beats, through engineering. It changed my life totally. Like it saved me. Hip hop saved my life. You know, because it showed me how to do something different. That I didn't have to be out there selling drugs, or not that I didn't try. I didn't have to be out there doing stuff in the street, but because a lot of people was real poor back in the days. It wasn't like now people got flat screen TVs. That didn't even exist back in the days. You had a big back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that didn't exist. You know, if you had Pumas, I remember I used to try to buy me Pumas every week. You know what I'm saying? My mother was like, "Yo, you killing me."
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they was working in a factory or something, you know, working hard, the Latino people, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, hip-hop changed people because it showed you something different that you can do. Imagine I didn't know about hip-hop. I probably would have been another gangster, another person who was out there selling drugs, getting caught up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we seen in our neighborhoods. Drugs, you know, robbery, killing, you know. And there was success stories. There was people that graduated and went to school and did their thing. You know what I'm saying? And I was glad because music gave me the opportunity to do all that. You know what I'm saying? I graduated from the City Volunteer Corps for the City of New York.
Okay.
I should have brought that too. I have that too. I have my graduation certificate for the City Volunteer Corps, helping people, you know, the old people in the nursing homes. Florence Nightingale, Beth Israel, Beth Abraham. I worked in all of those places. You know,
Beth Israel's on the Lower East Side. You know, I always got to throw.
Yeah. So, you know, and a lot of times, you know, we use music as an outlet to escape reality. And that's what I bring to kids. You know what I'm saying? Show them something different. Yo, what you do? Oh, you draw? Yo, listen, I got my friend over here. He got his own company that they draw and they sell art. You know what I'm saying? I take them to the TS. My friend Alfie TS, they do artworks and exhibits. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I try to hook them up. Yo, listen, come to this exhibit with your moms or whatever. Look where your paintings could be at, and gives them some kind of outlook where they can see hope and make a difference in their lives. You know?
Got it. And is there we like to end all of our oral histories with this one same question. What does the Bronx mean to you?
The Bronx made me. You know, the Bronx made me who I am, and the influence of the people around me that made me who I am. So when you say the Bronx, you got to say MC TNT. If you're from the Bronx, you got to say MC TNT. If you don't say MC TNT, you're not from the Bronx. Because I was in all history in the Bronx. I was all in musical history in the Bronx. La Mirage, The Devil's Nest. I was in Casita Maria. I was in Christ the King. I was in 115. I was in Mapes. I was in Tremont and Echo Park. I was in Mount Hope with the South Soul Crew, 28 Park. I was with Kenny Scott, 70 Yard, Schoolyard with the Force MCs and all the rappers that used to go there. I used to be in 2000, Webster, Tremont with Charlie Prince. You know, shout out to Charlie Prince too.
Nice. MC TNT for the Bronx Hip Hop Oral History Project. Peace, my brother.
Thank you.